ChatGPT about the most pressing issues of the last week. So let's dive right in. Can blockchain technology enhances the transparency in governance? Yeah, that's partly a good idea because I think transparency is a good thing. When it comes to certain parts of life and certain parts, it's not really good, I guess. Say public life and private life, there are two different things. So when it comes to implementing the blockchain technology, like say CBTZ, it kind of like if you implement it, your public information like where you're buying the grocery, where you're at the weekends, so these information are available, and that's not a good idea, I guess. I think as a young people will do a lot of mistakes in their young age, and as they progress they kind of get better at those things. And having a CBDC as a kind of a permanent record kind of create a stigma. So I don't think CBDC is a good thing, but I think blockchain is a perfectly good technology which can be used for multiple different things. There is a school choice program where people can choose their schools. So currently, what's happening is basically um, in the public service arena, uh, the consumer and the service provider has no contact at all. So because the government is already paying them, irrespective of the service, how it is good or bad. So that kind of leads to not satisfactory services at some point in time, I guess. So the best way to counter it is give the choice to the consumer basically, so they can choose the service provider of their choice, whoever is giving the best service, and they have a negotiation hand since they have this voucher based tokens that are in the blockchain that can be implemented. In terms of school, they can choose, the parents can choose which schools their children can go to, and based on how good it is. I think it is a really good technology, depending on how you use it, and make it separate like private life, public life, and what kind of data is in the public ledger. So when those kind of things are perfectly met, and I think the transparency and the accountability that it provides as a good thing, it can reduce a lot of wastage, spillage, corruption, and those things, I guess. So yeah, blockchain is a good idea. It depends on how people use it. How can societies balance free speech and cultural sensitivities? Yeah, I've been grappling with these things as well. So if you know, I made an app called Liberty Quill, which I wanted to service to all kinds of communities, and so the kind of values what we should implement it inside the AI for the news to be processed and then fed. That was a tricky part, and I took the Ayn Rand advice. Basically, the smallest majority on earth is an individual. So if it protects the individual rights and dignity, and I think it's a good app. So if you focus on those things, I think you're pretty much covered. What are the implications of government overreach in civil liberties? I think there shouldn't be government overreach in any aspect of society, I guess. Government is there to protect rights, property, and it's the responsibility of the people. I guess the cost of freedom is an eternal vigil. There is a quote, I guess. So it's our responsibility to protect uh, the government from overreaching into others' rights. I think there are several institutions out there, like the bicameral house, Supreme Court, the press. I think these institutions should prevent the government overreach, and I think that's why they are there, to keep checks and balance on one over the other. People shouldn't be hesitant to, use them to protect their rights. I think that's how we could safeguard individual rights and civil liberties. Um yeah. How does the rise of authoritarianism affect global and democratic values? I do think the tariffs and several other wars happening in creating kind of a divisive narrative. These emergencies justify people, you know, sacrificing the liberties, hard-earned liberties over the years. I don't think that's justified, but the price of liberty is eternal vigil. So it's in our hands to take care of our freedom, I guess. uh, what is the role of education in promoting liberty and critical thinking? I think education plays a major role because you see a lot of young people are born every year, and the values that we pass on to the next generation is through education. If anything at all, if a nation's path has to be decided, it will be the education would be the number one priority. I think the rise of technology is helping a lot. Basically, everyone has a chat GPT or some kind of AI app in their phone right now, and that kind of decentralizes knowledge, which was not the case previously, and that is creating a lot of difference, I guess, because people are not taking everything anecdotally like they used to. People could easily double check those things if they are fact or not using this AI tools. The decentralizing of knowledge is kind of a pretty good vital step in for us as a civilization. uh, this could lead us forward in many good ways, I guess, hopefully in good ways. Yeah, this is my opinion. So that's it, guys. If you have any more questions, and if you want me to answer them, you can comment on them. I'll try to answer them. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.